on the hive too. Just make sure my smoker's going here. I like to keep a nice low smoke, so I got to start it up every time I want to use it. That way it's really cold. They're a little confused. Their hole just moved over 8 inches. This next one's a smaller swarm. I acted kind of foolishly. I said, "Oh, let's check this box. See what's inside." I opened it up. I said, "There's the queen right there." I went to grab her and she flew away. I kind of tracked her for a little bit in the air and then she disappeared, of course. So I set the box down a few feet from where the swarm was, a few feet below where the swarm was. I came back in about a half an hour and all the bees were in the box. There was no stragglers hanging out. There was bees around the entrance, fanning. So I suspect she made it back. Clearly she was a flyer because she was in a swarm. So I'm going to try to find her. What do we got here? We've got a medium frame, and we've got a deep frame in this one. Let's take a look at this medium first. Lots of bees hanging off of there. Got lots of nectar. We've got some new comb being drawn. More nectar. This one's going to go up in the top box. This one's going to go in the bottom box. Not too many on this side. Very calm bees, almost standing still. I would expect to see eggs right here in the center section. I'm not seeing anything. They've got pollen and they've got nectar all across the top here. They've got this whole center dry, ready for some eggs. put that in there. Next, I'll put a frame of nice drawn comb here. Another one. Take those out for now. Here's that medium, and this one's heavier than the other one. So maybe we've got queen on this one. Let's find out. Big piles of bees here. So these bees pretty much got it figured out. They said, oh yeah, our entrance moved over a little bit. They're awfully loud. I'm pretty sure they're queenless. I didn't see her in there. Also didn't see any eggs at all. There's a possibility that she was a virgin and she's out getting on a mating flight. But I suspect that it's my own doing in letting her go after I caught the swarm. So there was probably a very small group of bees flying around someplace, because there's a good number in here. Hopefully she made it to a nice place and could settle down and have some kids and hang out. What I'm gonna do, I've got two options. One is grab a frame of eggs, frame of brood, drop it in here. Something for them to do, something to raise a queen from. But I've got extra queen cells, so I'm gonna go grab a couple of those and stick them in the side of the frame. It's gonna give them a week and a half jump start on getting a new queen. We'll come over here to this side. We got a little confusion going on here. You're like, I could smell it. I could smell home. I know it's in there. Some of them know that this is it down here, and they're letting everybody know. You can see they're fanning down here now. It's not that big of a difference. It was just right here, and it just moved over a little bit. Maybe we can take and push these bees down. Watch this. Just go slow. Ah, there's a little gap in there. See it? Where we cut for the center board. They're smelling that and they're like, oh yeah. Family's in there. Let me in. So they're going to do one of two things with that. Either they're going to load it with propolis, close her up, or they're going to chew it open a little bit more so they can actually use it as a second entrance. They've got the idea. We've got extra drawn chrome in there, and we got lots of bees. We got that nice, beautiful queen in there, and she's gonna do great. All right. So I just took a frame of brood from this hive over here. I shook off all the workers, and there's a few nurse bees still on it. I think they'll be okay. I went and I grabbed a queen cell. So we're doing both. I'm going to use a queen cell and a frame of eggs. Move this over. I'm going to put the frame right in the middle of the hive. That way the warmth will kick over from the other side. So we've got larvae in there. We've got capped brood. We've got some young larvae up in this section. Maybe we can see some eggs. And these should be all nurse bees because I shook it pretty hard and they hung on pretty good. So it's been out of the hive for no more than a minute here. We'll get it right back into this one. Then I've got queen cell. This just seems like an appropriate place right here. We'll just take and shove that plastic cap right in there. Now we can expect a few things. We can expect if there's a queen in here, she's going to come and sting this, and the bees will chew it out from the side. Another option is they don't like this queen, and they just start using some of these eggs to make another one. Another possibility is they keep that queen cell and they make more queen cells. I'll check it out in about 3 days and see what they've got going on. But in any case, we will have a queen in here. There we have it.